This is the kind of conference matchup where you could say they're off the records, except both teams are having outstanding seasons, coming in ranked in the top 25. Looking forward to this one. Welcome to First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, the home of the Vanderbilt Commodores. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And Kirk, of course, when we talk about this offense, it has to revolve around the guy under center.
Well, anytime you have a guy like this, it always gives you a chance to win a football game. He can do it all, and most importantly, he has a great connection with the offensive coordinator.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Picks up the force, looking for more. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Looking for some space. It's Hardy.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They look to throw it here on second down. Let's in quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a crate by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Throwing off play action. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They'll run it here, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So they get nothing on the 1st down run, brings up 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Goes to the tight end. Catch made down the left side. Explosive play.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, love here is just a vision by the running back. showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the Commodores pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Hudson. And the defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
A quick throw out left, complete. Finding some room at the 25. They finally grab the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To the outside receivers, usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now.
29 Philly.
Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, it puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. And the first play of the drive now at 25. The last drive was even demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The sure hands. It's Coleman. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. They bring the punter onto the field now. Did not get hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
He catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
Off the play fake on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. He hauls it into the 25, still running. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Well, Kirk, it's Vanderbilt on top right now. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. twist here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Newberry. And that run produces a decent gain.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Quick throw over the middle. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Has it back to the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores. So the offense clicking after building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. They bring him down at the 44. That's a gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Looking for a man. Moves out of the pocket. Gets loose on the scramble. Picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down then.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a first and 10. Go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Missouri getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Trying to run, it's Hardy. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Offense getting set, it's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he will score. Touchdown, Mizzou.
Number 3 in the end zone.
point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Receiver makes the grab. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol.
Get set, get set.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we had a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. He missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. So after the incompletion, it's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. End zone ahead. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's good.
The extra point is good.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
This is exactly what you're looking for from any receiver in college football. You go against man coverage, you have to have the ability to separate. The receiver plants, turns, and he's well clear of the defender, giving the quarterback a clear shot for his throw.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Here we go.
To the air, it's Pavia. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Is incomplete. Coming up.
The Commodores will have to punt this one away.
Number 38 on to punt it away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48. Here's the second down play. Play fake, looking to throw. Takes a deep shot on the move. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches. but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the tailback's got it again. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game, but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play where they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
Well, within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Chris, you get this deep into an opponent's side of the field and come away with 3 instead of 6, and man, it is a letdown. That's certainly not what they're looking for here on 3rd and long from inside the red zone. No, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
14.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got the first and still going. Here he goes. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And the Commodores are in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, when you have a guy that can get to the outside that quickly, use that touch pass to be able to get him on the perimeter, let him use that speed to pick up a first down like this.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Caught by the receiver. Touchdown, Vanderbilt, to put them on top now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. He gets loose. He's got the first down and still motoring. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On the ground, it's Newberry. Nowhere to run up the middle. Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Let's check out this running back comparison. These guys have been excellent, pounding away and seemingly only getting stronger. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Looking to throw. It's Pavia. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
He'll hand it off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Out of the gun now on third down. Short connection to the tight end here. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Let's it fly out of the wideout. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Hit just as he throws the ball. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. So it sets up a second and goal from the 4.
29 Philly.
On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
So forget the field goal, Chump. They'll try to pad the lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. He's finding some room at the 45. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Hey, here's some positive yards. You love to see that. Now you've got a chance here to continue to attack this defense. They're trying not to give up the big plays, but down by a couple scores, you got to get a quick touchdown and hope to be able to get the ball back.
So down by multiple possessions here, the offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Deep shot falls incomplete, but a lot of contact there. And here comes the penalty flag. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15, and it's a fresh set of downs. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. That pass falls incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quick throw to the left. He's got it right near the end zone. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Number 0.
So here we go, fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
28. Missouri 25.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
To kick off.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Grinding away with a running game. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
A border battle that brings together 2 schools fighting for a bronze boot. A tribute to a former ROTC instructor, the Bronze Boot is the ultimate prize in today's resumption of the border war. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Colorado State's offense will get first crack at it here. In the last meeting, the Rams trampled the Cowboys, making brown mustard out of them in a game that never felt competitive.
I think everybody went into that one thinking it was going to be close. Colorado State obviously had some other ideas, David. Their intensity was simply unmatched in that game. That's where Wyoming's got to be better this time around.
Got to be much better because they took that bronze boot in a bad spot last year. It was not competitive, not at all. They had to have been embarrassed. They had to have been thinking about this for a year, and they want to come out and put a better display on.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Marshall. Got the first down and more. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Lining up from the 34 on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The border war over the Bronze Boot dates back to 1899, but the introduction of the Bronze Boot trophy was started as part of a mutual agreement between each school's respective ROTC departments.
Well, it's nice that there was a mutual agreement because the very first time these two teams played in 1899, the game was forfeit. Apparently there was breaking of rules. It ended up in a brawl. These two schools have not liked each other for a very long time in the border war, David.
I'm here for all of it. I'm here for the petty. I'm here for the college fans that don't like each other, the anger, the competition. So this should be a great matchup.
The Rams have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in the situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to...
Touchdown, Rams! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Wyoming's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. It seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today if they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties. This dude makes defenses look silly.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Anderson will throw. Finds his man. It's Sargent. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. from the gun, the ground game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's Scott. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
42 spike.
Right back to the well. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Come on, set.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Second down.
We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Colorado State 7, Wyoming 0.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
Ready up.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Here we go.
Anderson wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. It's a draw. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Wide Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Pulls it, fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going...
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
Lasso! Lasso!
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the ready,
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Anderson will throw. And they can't make the connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. And it's right down the boulevard. That brings him to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Makes the grab on the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Anderson wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Cowboys and Rams. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old bronze boot.
The Rams will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give out of the gun. Got the first down, looking for more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Bears the pressure. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Anderson will throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Tackle is made.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. That's caught. It's Ross. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some...
Touchdown, Colorado State. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Merritt. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Sargent. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. The inside handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. Sends it back in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wyoming. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback. Get it out quick.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal.
Clear! Clear!
Anderson wants to throw. And he makes the grab for the deuce.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you've gone for 1, your opponent can take the lead with the kick. So nice job there getting it executed.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll head at the 32. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
Number 15.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception, though.
Fires left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And third down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
What a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good nothing! Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Anderson will throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wyoming. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give from the gun. Turning it on!
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Nothing quite as spicy as when Brown Mustard takes home a victory in a rivalry game and beats Colorado State, and the Cowboys will be hooting and hollering well into the night. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USF's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense could take that next step.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. The Bulls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
With the catch, it's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Nimrod. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's a draw. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field unit comes on. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Memphis Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You can win a lot of trivia challenges if you ask how has it been since Memphis had a losing season. They've reeled off 11 straight winning campaigns, and Ryan Silverfield does it without big-time recruits.
No, but he has got great balance on offense. Very, very creative on that side of the football. And over the years, who's been the head coach and play caller, that's one thing they've seemed to do. They're a very, very tough out year in, year out.
An explosive offense. That's what you always expect. And no matter who plays, come and go, these offenses are always fun to watch, high-flying, and put up a bunch of points.
The defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't enough. And you take those lucky things when you can get it.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Need about 3 more on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Lined up for the 3, and it's a fake. They want to throw it. Got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. On the move, it's Franklin. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The give to the back. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And with closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Brown will throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have melters.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to take a shot at this DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They'll run play action. Looking left. That pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got it.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The give to the back. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Memphis will be forced to punt. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They got to get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
The short hands, it's Norton. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Deep. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, another big incompletion on third down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if maybe the backup can give that to your offense.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Norton. Gets it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defense.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage expecting run on that.
Playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Near the 6-yard line.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical. Understand?
The State scores it.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
12, Memphis, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad.
Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up with this 3rd down play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Lewis wants to pass. Short pass to put the 6 on the board. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ballgame.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Now the pitch. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the 1st option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Brown wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it at the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Florida.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the